Hello everyone, my name is Jalen Jones, digital producer here at WRAL. Make sure you guys like this video and also check to see if you're subscribed. A lot of you guys aren't. We want to make sure you guys get the best content that you guys aren't going to be able to get anywhere else. Today, we're looking at a small, really large area. You're going to see Greensboro in the middle. And we're talking about this area outside of Greensboro right there. Right there, there's a very interesting race going on for the North Carolina State Senate, and it has a big endorsement going on. Well, guess what? I'm going to introduce Paul Spade. You know him, I love him from PolitiFact. He fact checks things on the internet, just some of your concerns online. He's been watching this race very closely. This is what he has to say.
Let's talk about the most interesting primary in the North Carolina General Assembly races. It's right over here. It sort of encircles Greensboro, this district does. This is District 26, State Senate District 26. Now, you may wonder, why are we covering this? WRAL is located here in Raleigh. You know, Greensboro's a 45-minute drive away. Why are we covering this? Well, it's because this is the district of the Senate majority leader, the Senate leader, I should say. That's Phil Berger. He has been the leader of the state Senate since 2011. He's one of the most powerful lawmakers in the state, and he faces a challenge from the local sheriff in Rockingham County. His name is Sam Page. Most of the time, when these legislative leaders get challengers, they win easily. But this year, people are wondering if Page could give him a run for his money. That's because a couple of years ago, in 2023, there was a suggestion or proposal for a casino in Berger's district. And that upset a lot of people. Some people took issue with how Berger handled it. Page went to the other side of the issue and said, hey, you know, I will fight for you. I would not let this happen in the district. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but that led to a groundswell of some opposition against Berger, who has said, hey, I won't do the casino. I'm going to be responsive. But here we are today, now 3 years since then, with this being the focal point of our coverage in the legislative races, because we expect it to be a tight race. Now, both of these men are from Eden. That's up here. This is Rockingham County, sort of on this side. The district dips down into Guilford County as well. And that's where we expect Berger and his campaign to pick up a lot of votes. You know, Sam Page, well known in Rockingham County, maybe not quite as well known in Guilford County. Now, what's new in this race? Well, in December, we saw the President of the United States weigh in and endorse Senate Leader Berger. Now, that's sort of unusual. Trump usually saves his endorsements for people running for Congress or U.S. Senate. People have said that maybe Trump getting in this race is a sign that Berger needs the help, that, you know, they're afraid that Sam Page is going to beat him. Now, another interesting fact about this is that Sam Page has been a longtime supporter of President Trump. In fact, in the same Truth Social post where Trump endorsed Berger, he referred to Page as a longtime supporter and an outstanding person. He says he wishes Page would come work for him in Washington instead of running against Berger. Alas, he's not. That leaves us here today with, I think, the most interesting race in our primaries. Now, whether or not Page can actually pull it off remains to be seen. Berger has a lot of friends. You know, being in charge of, you know, one of the chambers in the legislature for 15 years, you make a lot of friends in high places with lots of money that can support you either, you know, with your campaign or in the form of putting your money in third-party groups. We're seeing that play out a little bit here in this district. So, and then Sam Page, you might expect, there are a lot of people that on the other side, the Democratic side, might want to see Berger taken down. So there's some interesting elements on Page's side as well. March 3rd, my guess would be, this is my personal opinion, that this race will be within 5 percentage points. We're already seeing some preliminary early voting numbers that show a lot of people turning out in Rockingham County. Of course, we don't know what that means. We don't know how those people voted, but it's interesting to see just how fired up some people are to get involved in this race.
Thanks, Paul. And again, you guys can find all of his content right here on WRAL.com. Very interesting article. I'll link that into this video as well. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Again, this is a very interesting race, and we're going to stay on top of it here at WRAL.